Hello and welcome everyone. This is a new Minecraft series and welcome to my channel. This is MEMEdicine and this time we are joined by our good friend Elbufok. So Elbufok has previously appeared on our channel, but we never played together in an English series. So this time we are playing a mod pack and it's called GregTech New Horizons, including industrial crafts, build crafts, tinkers, and many more. And also there are a bunch of dimensions, including, of course, the overworld, the end, the nether, and also twilight forest, and a bunch of different planets, as in galactic craft. However, before we get to those advanced dimensions and technologies, we must survive the very first night. So here we go. At the start here, you are seeing some lagged out videos and just short segments because after I recorded the first episode, I found that my recording software bugged out, so I had to switch over to another recording software. So only these fragments remain, but please be assured, and we are coming back to business in a short period of time. In the first phase of the game, we must get through the GregTech part of the game. So GregTech includes a lot of tweaked crafting recipes and makes the game a lot more challenging, but fun at the same time. In normal vanilla Minecraft, we used to get some wood, get a crafting table, get some wooden tools, kill some animals, make a bed, and that's probably the first night. However, we found out that we cannot do so in here. In this GregTech mod pack, a very important ingredient is flint, which of course comes from gravel. And the reason is that we found that even crafting a crafting table requires 2 pieces of raw logs and 2 pieces of flint. So we had to find gravel. And in this game, hitting gravel will only give you gravel. And to craft flint, you need to craft 3 pieces of gravel in your crafting grid, shapeless, and it gives you 1 piece of flint. So one crafting table requires 6 pieces of gravel. That's really a lot of gravel. Luckily, we are spawned in with a quest book. And the quest book include, of course, quests, which are actually tasks which will guide us through the game. And also we are going to get rewards after we successfully crafted or retrieved some items. The first few tasks are very easy, including getting some pieces of dirt, getting some wood, getting some gravel, getting some flint, and of course, crafting a crafting table. However, we found that the amount of wood we need to get is doubled. We put in 1 raw log expecting to get 4 planks. However, we found that that only gives us 2 planks, which is not very good, I would say. And one more bad news for us is that it is getting nighttime. At the top left-hand corner, there are a lot of information, including the day, time, and your coordinates, your biomes. Since we have previously played in a testing world for recording purposes, and we know that during the nighttime, it is pitch black. It is going to be literally pitch black in the night. So we decided that we need to get sheltered as soon as possible. After we dug into dirt, we kind of made a dirt shelter for us, so we are safe at night. Since we don't have beds yet, we use the time to craft some basic materials for us, including a furnace, which actually consists of 6 pieces of cobble and 3 pieces of flint. And we also started making our own tools, but we found that we cannot make wooden tools in this game. Instead, we are forced to make flint tools as guided by the quests. We then use our newly crafted tools, including the shovel and the pickaxe, to expand our underground base, craft a chest, which is crafted by putting 4 logs, 4 planks, and 1 flint together in a crafting table. And it is almost daytime, so we went out and have a nice exploration around our base. And we found one sheep and a blueberry bush. We then spent 2 to 3 days mining for clay and sand to make a cook oven, which is a multi-block for making charcoal, which we can use to make torches since we are living underground. The only torch that we are using from the start to now is just a reward from a quest. While the furnace is cooking the cook oven brick for us, we went out for a walk and we found some aluminium gravel ore, which is a very important source of aluminium for later on. And also we got exploded by a creeper and put everything on fire just outside our base. I lost footage of the following 2 to 3 days, but in conclusion, I made a second layer under our base and I put the tinker stuff which I stole from a nearby village and put it down there. We also established our own cook oven so that we can make our own torches. For the tinker stuff, I made a set of tinkered tools using Flint, and I got some reward of blank pattern from the quests. We also managed to make our own beds, which required 6 pieces of wool for one bed, and also we found a cave just at the back of our base. I got a creeper, it blew up, and it also blew up a beehive and gave me a bee. I don't know why there are bees in a cave, but that's how the game works. Oh no, there's a creeper. Oh no. After the explosion, I walked further into the cave, found that there's still a lot to explore. However, I was killed by a brutish zombie. Luckily, I set my spawn point at my bed, so I can respawn back at home. After I respawned, I went back out and I did some planting. I put down some sugar canes, plant some potatoes, carrots, and also the berry bush that I got previously. I then went out further for a walk and I found a strange looking tower. I decided not to investigate it right now because I don't have any armor or good weapons on me. I also found a rubber tree nearby, and I know that rubber tree is important for industrial craft. So I chopped it down, get a resin. However, it didn't drop any saplings for me. At this point, we are already half finished with our Stone Age tasks. So when can we get an upgrade?